Good morning, students. So next topic is, what do all acid and all base have in common? So we have seen that acid have H plus ion, and generally all acid have same chemical property. But all those compound which have hydrogen in them are having same property, or are they different? Let's see through some activity. So dear students, all acid and all base in common is they give ions in aqueous solution. So when acid or base dissolve in water, they give hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Acid give hydrogen ion and base give hydroxide ion in aqueous solution. So let's see through an activity. If you take a beaker, add some dilute HCl and just take a rubber cork and just fix this iron nail and connect with battery and bulb. This is actually a electrolytic cell. We are performing electrolysis, and in this way we are going to know whether this solution will conduct electricity or not. First of all, we must know that electric current pass in a conductor like metals is because of free electrons, and when electric current pass in solution, it's because of free ions. There is a different topic which is known as electrolysis. In electrolysis we will discuss about how free ions pass electricity. But in this experiment we are going to talk about that whether this solution will conduct electricity or not. So those solution which have free ions will definitely conduct the electric current and the bulb will glow. Here first we will take dilute HCl. This iron nail will acting as a electrode, and the solution which is known as electrolyte, here the electrolyte solution is dilute HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. And we know that when acid dissolve in water, it gives H3O plus ion, that is hydronium ion, and the respective anion, that is here chloride ion. And if the free ions are present, the current will pass in the circuit and bulb will glow. So in case of dilute HCl, the bulb will glow. But in case of dilute H2SO4, the bulb will glow, because all acid which are strong acid will give H plus ion. If they are weak acid, for example acetic acid, if the weak acid is there, then there will be dim light. And if there is NaCl, again the bulb will glow, because NaCl is also soluble in water and it produces Na plus and Cl minus. But in case of glucose, dear students, you can see C6H12O6. Even though there is hydrogen in glucose, but it does not give hydrogen ion. If you add in water, the solid glucose will convert into aqueous solution. It will not give any ions, and therefore if you take glucose solution, the bulb will not glow. If you take ethanol is a solvent, and if you add water, it will be just a solvent. There will be no reaction with alcohol and water. There will be no ions. So in case of alcohol, ethanol, that is C2H5OH, there will be no current in the circuit and bulb will not glow. If you take NaOH, that is base, KOH, calcium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, the bulb will glow, because it will produce C plus 2 ions or K plus ion and hydroxide ion. And because of this reason, we can say that acid and base have ions. When they dissolve in water, they produce ions, and this is the common characteristic of acid and base. So here we have seen two things, that all those substances which have hydrogen in them will not conduct electricity unless and until they produce ions. So it differs from the acid. And also acid and base have one thing in common, that they produce ions in the aqueous solution. And positive ions are known as cations and negative ions are known as anions. So this was about the acid and base similarity. That's it. Today we are going to discuss about strong acid and weak acid. We must understand why strong acid are called strong and why weak acid are called weak acid. And same way we're going to learn later about strong base and weak base. Let us understand why they are called strong and weak. So dear students, you can see strong acid are those acid which completely dissociate. When I say dissociate, I mean ionized in aqueous solution. So जो acid water में डालने के बाद completely ionized हो जाए, like for example hydrochloric acid. HCl is actually in gaseous state originally. It is called hydrogen chloride gas. HCl originally कैसा है? Gaseous state में होता है. When we dissolve in water, it forms HCl solution, that is hydrochloride solution. Then we say hydrochloric acid. So when HCl gas dissolves in water, it gives hydronium ion and chloride ion. And it is completely ionized. It means if there are 100 HCl molecules, just for example, there are so many molecules. Just take an example, 100 HCl molecules. If we dissolve in water, it forms 100 hydronium ion and 100 chloride ion. So in this way, they are called strong acid. Because if they will ionize completely, we will get more H plus ion. Acid give H plus ion, but they react with water and form hydronium ion. So when they completely dissolve in water, they form more hydronium ion. That's why they will be more strong. Acid की definition क्या है? Those substance which give H plus ion. So जो completely dissolve होगा, वो ज़्यादा H plus ion देगा. In this way, they are strong. Let's see certain examples of strong acid. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. So in this way, they are called strong acid. Now let's talk about weak acid. Why they are called weak acid? Those acid which incompletely or partially dissociate in aqueous solution. What is aqueous solution? पानी में बनाया हुआ solution. कुछ चीज ओरिजिनली लिक्विड होती है, जैसे वाटर. सो वी राइट लिक्विड L. और कुछ चीज का हमको सोल्यूशन बनाना पड़ता है, तो उसको कहेंगे एक्वस सोल्यूशन. सो जिस एसिड को हम पानी डालेंगे तो उसका सोल्यूशन बनेगा. नाउ इफ दोज एसिड, इफ वी डिसॉल्व इन वाटर एंड फॉर्म एक्वस सोल्यूशन, बट दे इनकम्प्लीटली और पार्शियली डिसोशिएट, वो कंप्लीटली आयनाइज नहीं होते, तो लेस H प्लस आयन मिलेगा आपको. एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी से वीक एसिड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एसिडिक एसिड. एसिडिक एसिड इज ऑल्सो नोन एज इथेनोइक एसिड. So in carbonate compounds, we will learn that IUPAC name of acidic acid is ethanoic acid. If acidic acid is dissolved in water, we get hydronium ion and acetate ion, which is also known as ethanoid ion. But dear students, as acetate ion is a weak ion, or we can say is unstable. ये unstable है. Because of this instability of acetate ion, it does not allow the H plus ion to go away. Look over here. If this acetic acid dissolve, so if they separate, then we'll get H plus ion. But as the acetate ion is unstable, it does not allow the H plus to go away. Let's take an example. If you have 100 acidic acid molecule, just for example, and if you dissolve in water, then you will just get, for example, 20 acetate ion, 20 H plus ion, that is hydronium ion, and rest 80 acidic acid molecule will remain unionized. So because of this reason, they are called weak acid. And also the dissociation of weak acid is reversible. It is dynamic. What is dynamic? जो चेंज होते रहता है. ये जो एसिडिक एसिड है, H प्लस एसिटेट आयन में डिसॉल्व होगा, अगेन इट विल कम बैक टू द अनआयनाइज्ड मॉलिक्यूल. व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस इज अनस्टेबल. वापस कंबाइन होके वापस बनेगा एसिडिक एसिड मॉलिक्यूल. सो यू विल गेट लेस H प्लस आयन एंड मोर अनडिसॉल्व और अनआयनाइज्ड एसिडिक एसिड, or you can say molecule. So because of this reason, they are called weak acid. And let's see certain example. Carbonic acid, which is present in soft drinks. Oxalic acid. So oxalic acid formula is H2C2O4. We can also write in this way. So this is the carboxylic acid group. This group is known as acidic group, and it is called organic acid group. For example, malic acid, tartaric acid, citric acid. So this type of group is present in the organic acid. Generally, organic acid are weak acid, and inorganic acid are generally strong acid. This H2CO3 is actually inorganic acid. So this was about strong acid and weak acid. And next topic will be strong base and weak base. Same concept, that completely dissolve, it is known as strong. Incomplete dissolution is known as weak. Let's see. So dear students, strong alkali or strong base we can say, those base which completely dissociate, ionized in aqueous solution to give hydroxide ion. So those base which completely ionized and give hydroxide ion are called strong base, actually strong alkali. As we already know, studied that base which are soluble are known as alkali, and those base which are not soluble in water are known as base only. So here NaOH, KOH, CaOH twice are strong alkali. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. As in water, they completely dissociate to give hydroxide ion. So they are strong alkali. On the other hand, weak alkali we can say, those base which incompletely dissociate in aqueous solution are known as weak alkali. For example, NH4OH, that is ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, if we dissolve in water, it will form ammonium ion and hydroxide ion, but very few ammonium ion, because it is again unstable. The stability of ammonium ion is very much less, so it will again combine with OH and will form NH4OH. So it is a reversible, it is dynamic, and because of this reason, as we get less hydroxide ion in the solution, so it is a weak alkali. So this was about strong base and weak base. Another weak bases are also there, pyridine and ammonia, and there are others also. So this was about the strong and weak. So dear student, strong and weak concept is based on complete ionization and incomplete ionization. That's it.